Want to stop juggling spreadsheets, calendars, and a dozen apps just to run your rentals? Lodgify makes it easy. It's an all-in-one toolkit for hosts. Build a direct booking website, automate guest messaging, and keep all your channels in sync. Running your rental business your way has never been simpler. And for Good Morning Hospitality listeners, you can get 20% off any yearly plan with code GMH20. Just check the link in the show notes to get started today.
Welcome to Good Morning Hospitality, your one-stop shop for the latest news, noteworthy trends, and thought-provoking discussions across the industry. From hotels to short-term rentals to all things travel and hospitality, you'll find each episode equips you with the information that you need to start your week. Join us on Good Morning Hospitality every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah, and welcome back after our 2-week hiatus.
I know. Likewise.
It feels like it has been a month, but we both had a lot going on.
You know, sometimes we do our best that we try to make sure that we are here live and in person, but sometimes it's just crazy. Sometimes I'm on a plane and we can't do it. Sometimes we've got clients that are keeping us busy. You know, but we do our best. So thanks to everybody. And we prefer doing it live.
Yes, it's better live, doing it this way instead of getting recorded. I feel like we get more interaction with you all. So let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching now, let us know where you're watching from. We always like seeing where everyone's coming from.
Let us know if you missed us.
Yeah, if you missed us too. We missed you all. We know that for sure. It's always a highlight of my week being able to be on this show with Sarah, with Will in the background, and getting to talk to all of you that are watching. So always fun. But did you get to go anywhere cool while you were out?
Yeah. Actually, where did I go? Oh, so one of the times that I missed being here was because I was actually doing a keynote in Iowa. And so the Iowa State Tourism does their big annual conference, and I was their keynote speaker. And so I was flying in on the red eye to do my talk and turn around and come out. And then I was at the Fairmont Grand Del Mar. So that's just outside of San Diego. Beautiful. Then just this weekend, I was in Malibu at the Malibu Beach Inn. So many wonderful places. Oh, and I was just at the Andaz in West Hollywood 2 days ago. And so I'm just going to say, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you are missing out. I don't post it all on LinkedIn. A lot of
places. Yeah, you've been a lot of places I see on Instagram, which is
totally. Sometimes not everything is, makes its way to LinkedIn, but man, we document the experience on Instagram.
But yes, you do. And so like I say, if you're not following her, what's the handle that you want them to follow on? Because it's not your name. What's the one that you want?
Ask a Concierge.
Ask a Concierge. And she does post a lot of cool things, and I get a lot of good ideas from seeing all those hotels you visit. I got to go. I can't share the hotel because I'm a secret shopper there. Ooh. And I also do some training, but I was in Palm Beach, and I was never in Palm Beach ever until 2 or 3 years ago. And now I go up, every once in a while, and there's some cool stuff going on there. It's growing on me. Woke up, walked on the beach. It's everyone's very friendly. Everyone's very nice, very different than Miami, right? Everyone's saying good morning.
It's a different vibe than Miami.
You're saying hello to me. You're saying hello. Wow. You held the door open. This is cool.
You're saying hello and you're not asking me for money.
But there's a lot of cool things going on there now. Cause when you do look around certain areas, it's very, older, wealthy, ultra wealthy people, billionaires, but now their kids and grandkids are starting to come of age. And so they're looking for really cool things to do. And so I started talking to some of them. They're like, we would love to see some more things going on here. And so I might hang out up there a little bit more. I like what's going on up there. And I just take the Bright Line train, really easy, hop on Miami, hop off.
How long does it take?
Hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, gosh. That's
easy.
So quick.
Instead of sitting in traffic for 2.5 hours.
Yes.
So nice and easy. You hop off, you're there, you're in the middle of everything. Great. So anyhow, I love our travels. It's been a good 2 weeks.
It has been. It has been. So yeah. So if you're joining us, let us know where you're joining us from. It's like a gloomy LA day here. That's why it looks so dark. But
really?
It's all right. Yeah.
You guys don't get many of those, right? Let me see here out the window. It's looking beautiful here in Miami. It was pouring rain yesterday, but today, looking good.
Speaking of, I'm going to be in Miami.
When are you coming to Miami?
I'm going to be in Miami for Sea Trade, so the big cruise industry conference from April 7th to April 10th. Maybe I might come in like a day earlier. So we should.
I want to go. How do I get to go?
Oh, I was about to say, you should totally be there. I'm also speaking on a panel.
All right, let's talk offline here. I'm going.
We will.
Get me in there.
But if you guys are going to be in Miami, if you're going to see trade, let us know. It'll be a lot of fun. Come say hi. I have to say hi, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy is going to be going to Madrid. There's a big concierge conference that is happening this weekend. So shout out to all my concierge friends. Enjoy Madrid. Have a wonderful time. I hear the education panel is going to be fantastic. So always exciting to see where different hospitality professionals get together around the world. It's kind of fun.
It's true.
Yes.
There's a lot going on. A lot of fun things. And one other thing I think we could talk about, which I don't know that you know, and Will in the background, it's just interesting, is that the Independent Hotel Show in Miami is coming up, and we are now both advisors. Is that where we are? Or brand ambassadors? I didn't know. They're like, oh, your friend Sarah is going to be one too. I was like, oh, cool.
Brand ambassador. Yeah. So the Independent Hospitality Show is going to be happening in Miami in the middle part of September.
Mm-hmm. So a couple of months from now. So
exactly.
Some things we may be able to do for that too. But anyway, a lot going on. Happy to be back.
So
I think we can talk about some of the fun stories going on. You want to kick us off?
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk about our good friends at Marriott. Good friends. They are strengthening their leadership in branded residences. So they are leading the branded residences market with 142 operating properties and 138 more in development. Basically 28%, this is wild, 28% of its future projects are standalone residences with a heavy expansion in the Caribbean and Latin America. I can totally attest that is a market that people need. A lot of my clients are looking for basically home rentals, standalone residences to stay at, especially that those are big family markets. So this is good.
I think Miami might have all of them. I feel like so. We have the Ritz-Carlton residences, multiple of them. We have the new St. Regis residences that are going up, standalone. Not the St. Regis hotel that has condo that we already have, but these branded residences are a big driver of construction down here. So you have like the car brands. Aston Martin has a building. Mercedes has a building. Porsche has a building. Now you're starting to see it really boom where every hotel wants to have residences here. And I was just in one. I don't think I can share because I hope to be part of this project in a consulting.
You can't share anything. Just tell us.
But it is a gigantic tower that is being built that will have hotels, condo hotels, and residences and offices all in one building. And it is a branded building. And so one brand controlling every one of those experiences is one of the big four hotels, we'll say. So we don't get it. It's not a Marriott.
That's cool.
But it is cool to see what's going on. But people, like we talked about this before, want to live that lifestyle. They want to wake up, live in that vibe of whatever hotel that they associate with, have that scent in the lobby, have the staff that's very friendly, be able to call on room service if they want it in the room, housekeeping if they want it too. It's interesting to see how people like living that lifestyle.
It's funny though, but how many of us, I mean, I don't know about you. I definitely have been like, I love Marriott. I love W hotels. It's like a fun vibe. It's funky. There have been multiple times in W hotels, and every so often, like newer Westin hotels. Obviously, other brands as well, and independent ones. But I'll just say that as far as like, I'll go to one sometimes. I'll be like, I could totally live here. I like this. Like, I could have this be like the style of my like apartment if I was living in here. And so they've taken that vibe, that sentiment, and made it attainable. So
there's one across the street for me where I live. You've seen my neighborhood across the street. They're building the Edition residences.
Oh yeah.
And I would like to live there. That's a good one. But
I would like to live there.
I think the one bedroom start at $4 million. I'm not there yet. So maybe GMH will buy one for us.
Yeah. That's so fun. But yeah, I mean, again, it's basically it's making it's blending the perfect world of obviously condo living with
a couple more great amenities.
Yeah, totally.
It's really what it is.
It's been growing for quite some time. So cool to see that Marriott's, really growing that part of their their sector, and it's showing that there's a
see it.
demand for it.
Yeah, people are buying them up. So continue doing it, guys. I love it. Love seeing it.
Yes. All right. On to our next topic here. The hotel industry is monitoring economic indicators amid recession concerns. So this is huge. So obviously, the state of the economy is not the most exciting at the moment. But yet hotel operators are reporting a steady demand, especially extended stay, regional properties. They're still showing that they're going strong. So it is interesting. What are you seeing in terms of this?
So we could say, I get to see what's happening in Miami, but also talking to some other hoteliers across the country that really were focusing on domestic travelers, really trying to make it attractive with deals for the people within the country to travel to new destinations and come back to the hotels, because international travel is getting a little hectic now. We'll say with people coming in to the country, politics or money or, things they see in headlines of different things going on. We have a lot of Latin American countries that usually travel into Florida that are slowing down right now.
Oh yeah, what the big thing about Canada, like Canadian
not traveling down. Yeah,
like
I think,
by 45% or something has decreased.
I have not seen that, but that is big, right? And so if you start
to real numbers
to have countries upset with us because of headlines that they read, it's true. Like I've seen it when headlines hit like when in Miami Beach, where spring break used to be crazy, and you would see the stampedes happen. You would see hundreds of cancellations just based off of a headline on CNN. So I can only imagine what's going around for others. But right now, most hoteliers, and talking to them at some of the conferences and just in phone calls, are focusing on domestic travelers and trying to make it attractive with like in-state discounts, longer stay discounts, whether they can add some breakfast or amenities or whatever it might be to get more people traveling. Yeah. Things are holding strong right now in the luxury areas. So luxury, like most times, people that have that money are going to travel where they want to travel.
No matter what,
But that mid-scale, the bargain hotels and even vacation rentals too. Talking to some of the vacation rental operators, it's getting hard to fill like they were last year.
Yeah, I mean, I can even speak on like behalf of what I'm seeing here in Los Angeles. There's a big push. Obviously, we had a crazy start to the year. But like I was just in Malibu, and one of the reasons why I went to Malibu, and this was my first time going
since fires.
So yeah, definitely, because I can't go the direct way that I would normally go. So I had to kind of go like up and around, which it was about the same time as it would normally take for me to get there. It was just a different way of going, but I can't drive along the coast because there's a chunk of it that's still closed. But then it was so crazy because like you're there and I'm in Malibu and like where I am is fine and it's like normal, even though just down the road, people are rebuilding and there's all of that's going on. But again, people see the highlights and they're just like, oh gosh, like LA's burned down to the ground and this, and it's like, well, I mean, parts of it did. And it was crazy to see. It definitely not downplaying it, but it's like, nope, still open for business, but they're struggling. And restaurants, don't even get me started on restaurants. I mean, I'm seeing so many that are just like really, really having a hard time. They're closing because like they can't hold it together anymore.
Yeah, someone on the other side of the country, like who's wanted to visit, it's in my head, right? Like, all right, what kind of experience will it be? Is it worth spending the money to get over there?
Yeah.
So I get it, but there's still people traveling. There's still people doing things. It's just more last minute. I see it in our hospitality management company, a lot of people booking in the week for the week versus the past, like, all right, I'm going to book 3, 4, 5 weeks out in advance. So it's a little harder to plan for a lot of people right now on the operations side, but continue pushing.
Exactly. But, obviously always optimistic in the long run. So it comes around. It's all cyclical. All right. Let's talk some travel stuff. You ready for that?
I am. We got to fly to these locations. So let's see what these airlines are up to this week.
We do have to fly to these locations. So this is cool. Well, not cool, but part of it. So United Airlines, they've increased their credit card and lounge fees. Not too much of a surprise as we've seen this kind of happen with some of the other airlines, but they've raised their club credit card fee from $525 to $695. And it's now bundled with a lounge membership that's $750, which compared to some of the other airlines, that's not too bad. That kind of makes sense.
Right there, yeah.
We're seeing what they're doing, and I can definitely attest that other airlines are doing this, but there are other perks, including rideshare and Instacart credits. A lot of these bigger airlines are making sure that you can also get points if you're using Uber or Lyft or whatever their partnership is. So yeah, I mean, it's and then even like their this was probably like the biggest price jump. Or it just was a different way of kind of like packaging it. Was like a standard United membership rose from $750, and now they have a $1,400 option that allows 2 guests. So they're just kind of like trying to work it a little bit differently.
They're trying to boost their loyalty program profitability. I thought was the key in this report, right? So you can see it is expensive to run some of these clubs when you're giving out free food and drinks and things like that. So you got to cover that cost. And we'll see how many people keep buying into this, right? I think have been a hater on it, on the lounges recently. And I think I've seen it more and more on social, have been on that. So maybe I'm in that algorithm right now, or they're just feeding me angry people at the airport clubs. But I do like seeing a lot of the airports, again, upgrading the entire area. And you're starting to see that more and more. And so I'm excited about that, to see these new renovations. Like Miami has some big ones. I know New York just finished some, and it'll be interesting to see how they continue upgrading those areas.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. And I mean, again, it's such a big, complicated business, and we're only just seeing the tip of the iceberg with it. And I feel you. It's like you how does one compare the loyalty when you've got maybe people that don't travel as much, but it doesn't mean that they shouldn't get access to a club or it should be any more challenging. But then you also have people who do 108 flights a year.
Sarah.
not this year. I'm not on track for that. But yeah, so yeah, it is challenging, but like they also, again, I mean, it's a business. They have to pay for it. They have to cover their costs.
Yeah. So I get it, but everything's getting more expensive and they got to keep that going, or they have to shut those lounges down most likely.
Yeah.
Saying good morning from Palm Beach. Oh, we were just talking about Palm Beach.
Hello, Christelle. Oh, cool. Hopefully I'll see you when I'm in Miami in a couple weeks. So
where does Christelle work?
Christelle runs a sitter service. So
nice.
Actually, Christelle, write down your website on here.
Let's see where you are, Christelle. It'll be cool. And good morning from Buenos Aires, my brother.
Oh, good
Getting
morning.
The wedding planning almost done. Big wedding coming up.
Ooh, is it going to be at a hotel or?
It is in like a beautiful palace ballroom that looks like something out of Beauty and the Beast ballroom where they.
Is it the Alvear Palace?
You got it. That's exactly.
It is. Wait, really?
Be. Yeah.
Stop it. Wait. Okay. Well,
are you coming to the wedding?
No, my good friend is the head concierge there at the Alvear Palace. She just called me yesterday.
Well, I need a hotel room, so let's get on it.
The Palacio Paz, so something different.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I could have been so close. Anyway, anything you need, I know I got people in Argentina.
I need your help. I need a hotel room, so we'll talk.
The Alvear Art. Okay, cool. Well, if you would like a contact, I got contacts for you.
Yes. David, don't tell everyone. They're going to show up at the wedding. Don't give them the date.
No, they're not going to show up at the wedding.
We have thousands and thousands of loyal fans that are going to show up.
Do you know how far that is to travel to Buenos Aires?
Do you know how big our following in Buenos Aires is? We have like 8 listeners there. They're all going to show up at the same time.
I mean, I'd be down. I'd totally be down. Like, what? Will showing up.
Oh my God. And his bachelor party in Las Vegas coming up. So I won't give the exact date, but that's coming up.
Come on, guys. Come on. That's obviously going to have to happen. Okay, let's continue on here with our talking about airlines. So I am fascinated with this. There's been a lot of pushback on this, but Southwest. So Southwest Airlines, they are ending their free checked bags policy. I love how they titled this "The Last Freebie in America." Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Just some bags. That people are like up in now. I understood the seating, the free seating assignment, that was iconic for Southwest. I mean, I guess the free bag policy was also pretty iconic with it, but there are ways that how you can book will actually cover a bag. So
They lost their soul, Sarah. That was the soul. Choose your seat, free bag, get you where you need to go with a smile.
It's the consumer's fault.
And now,
it is the consumer's fault because the consumer just wants the lowest price possible. And so that's how all of these companies and even airlines, they basically then, okay, fine, you want the lowest price possible so they can list it. But then what they do is they just chop off everything else. And then you just have to pay for everything individually.
Yes. And it usually comes out to the same price anyway.
It always comes down to the same price.
Yes.
Resort fees. I mean, I was just looking at something the other day because I was comparing prices of what like a client would see somewhere. And it's like, it said the price would be this. And I was like, wow, that's super cheap. And then all of a sudden in fine print, I was like, once there's taxes and fees, I was like, that's the exact same price that I'm quoting. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
You're like that Seinfeld meme. What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
You see that? That's exactly what you are.
But anyway.
It's true. It's sad for a lot of the loyal customers. I'm sure they like that and they didn't have to think about anything and just roll up to the airport.
We have to say, so going back to Southwest, Business Select, A-list members, so if you're they're Rapid Rewards card holders, if you have any of that, you will still get free bags. So if you have that much loyalty to Southwest, you're good. That's why I just don't think it's like as that big of a deal as, I mean, they're just playing a different way of playing the loyalty game. I don't know. I don't pay for bags on Delta, so I'm maybe not the person to ask.
I think it's included, right? I don't think I pay for bags. I had to pay for a heavy bag once for my wife, but not, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends. It generally no, and it depends on your ticket, but then it also depends on your status. So if you have a certain status, then no, you don't. So all of this is part of it. Oh, Christelle chimed in here. Sitters in a Second.
Very cool. Shout out to Sitters in a Second. Available for traveling families across Palm Beach. Very nice, Christelle. I like what you're up to up there.
But by the way, not just Palm Beach. So I've worked with Christelle in Los Angeles and in other cities. So yeah. So if you need a sitter.
I like it. Very nice.
Exactly.
I think I should take this one. Should I take this next headline?
Yeah, please. I love that you lead the charge on Disney.
Well, I'm living that life right now.
You are.
Also a stockholder, but Disney announces a $30 billion expansion and defends its park pricing. So Disney is investing $30 billion in their theme parks and cruises with 7 new cruise ships in the works. 7. And CEO Bob Iger says that they're balancing the premium pricing of their parks with better access to lower cost tickets, adding new technology and droids and experiences, and they're dabbling with AI while still protecting their IP. But I've been watching Epic Universe of Universal all of a sudden start making all their announcements and all the things that they have going on that opens up in May. So after several years of building a brand new park, Disney feeling the pressure to make sure that they are going to be performing better and adding more things to their parks. So they're adding more things in their Orlando parks that currently exist. They've been shutting down things, tweaking things, adding expansions there. Rumors are that they're going to be looking at a new park somewhere as well.
Ooh,
but the cruise ships is big for them because I see them going in and out here at Miami, and they are packed. And they are the most expensive cruise ship that I've been as a family.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, all right, maybe you get the prices down with more ships because Royal Caribbean has great service for families, but Disney is twice the price when you go on their cruise ships. So it's interesting to see what they have going on. And it is expensive to go to a park. So as a family of 4,
it is
just to get in can be $1,000, right? If you just to get in the park,
crazy.
Without hotels. Yeah. So, what do you think? You're not a Disney traveler, but you hear this. Do you see the Disney magic? Do you feel the Disney magic? One of their movies just bombed this weekend. What are their new Snow White. So a lot going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not fussed with, I get it. I think it would be different if I had, I always say it would be different if I had kids, but then I would take my kids when it would be an age that they can remember. You've got a lot of Diz fans who, they go all the time and they go with their like newborns because they're like, oh yeah, we love it. So, here's the thing. It's like it's a fantastic brand and people will pay the money for it. It is a premium to be there and be in that branded experience. And so to me, Disney is always on the cutting edge of increasing and elevating the guest experience, even in their parks. I have to say, one of my last times that I went, even here to Disneyland, I was dreading it but my friend really wanted me to go. I was even like, I will drop you off. By the way, it's like an hour away. So the fact that I was like, I'll drop you off. And she's like, no, you have to come. And I'm like, fine. But I had a fantastic time, and it was interesting as far as like the operations that they really do try to keep it moving, so people aren't totally bogged down in the lines. Obviously, there's going to be lines, but they have a lot of strategic ways from their apps to all the different things. So they're really trying to minimize the waiting part of the experience, and I do think that they do a good job with that. And so to me, it makes sense. They're constantly going to be evolving. It's a big business. Prices are going up. Look, if Southwest can't even give you free bags, Disney's going to have to go up a little bit on prices. Like prices are going up. Have we seen the cost of eggs lately? I'm kidding. But it just like it is what it is. So
what I like seeing is that they're raising prices. They're spending more of that money to make it a better experience, like you said. And it truly is a better experience in those parks compared to others.
Yeah,
and you can get I call it like the Disney snobbery that I have, because I go to other parks. I'm like, oh, Disney would never let this happen. That garbage can would never be full like this, right? It's all these things, and so you start to appreciate it more and more. And I enjoy going at this point. I like going, and it's fun, and so I will continue to support as long as the experience is good. So I think that's where they were lacking a little bit the last couple of times I visited. They hadn't been upgrading, but Bob Iger is back as the CEO. He was out for a couple of years. He's been in now for almost 2. He's got another 2, I think, before he retires again. So let's see what he can do.
Well, they're always doing something good. So Disney is absolutely a leader in the space. And, if they're making a big decision on something, they have heavily thought it out, so they've definitely weighed the pros and cons. So, wow, there's a lot going on.
Covered a lot.
We did cover a lot. All right, let's get to our real-time recap.
Let's do it. Lonnie.
Oh,
Morning, Steve. See you at the meet and greet. Well, I will tell you here, Lonnie, if you're still watching, it's going to be May 6th at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. I haven't even announced it anywhere except here.
Whoa.
So that will be coming out tomorrow. We just signed all the papers last night. So
we got to work this out so I'm in town when this happens.
May 6th at 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
All
nice
right.
And tight window in there. But it'll be fun, Lonnie. I hope to see you there. Wow, we covered a lot here today. So real-time recap. You've been a lot of places. Do you want to start? What did you see out there that was a personal hospitality favorite experience?
The Fairmont Grand Del Mar, fantastic. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. It is like you are staying in a private villa. I mean, you have to go in through a gated, it's in a gated area. There just the level of service. You know what they did, which was actually kind of nice. As I got there and I was about to I was walking in the front door. The one guy at the front was like, "Welcome, we've been expecting you." And I was like, "You know who I am?" And then I'm like, it kept going through my head. I'm like, "This guy does not know who I am." I mean, he could. They definitely could very well share like a picture of me behind.
Yeah, of course.
For sure. But I was like, does he, or does he just say that? Which that does not hurt my feelings if he just says that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I mean? Like what a simple a change in just like the verbiage of just welcome. That you can tell somebody's checking in. It's like, we've been expecting you. Oh, that's a good touch. I mean, that was like literally going through my head for so long. So definitely shout out to them for that. But also big shout out to the Malibu Beach Inn. By the way, I mean, this property, not very large, 47 rooms. So it's a very intimate experience. The downstairs area really kind of consists of like a bar and restaurant that also overlooks the water. So it's not like there's a huge footprint to the actual hotel, but you feel that hospitality the moment you walk in. They do, again, such a great job. And it's a totally different, it's a very intimate experience, but everybody's fun, it's cool. And you feel like you're, again, almost like staying at somebody's home in essence. I mean, it doesn't feel home, but it feels homey, like you feel welcomed. Mm-hmm. And relaxed luxury for sure. So shout out to the Malibu Beach Inn, Gregory Day, who runs the show over there. Thank you phenomenal.
It looked awesome. It looked awesome with what you were sharing. I was like, wow, the views are great. The restaurant terrace looked awesome.
Yeah.
Joe, happy Wednesday. I actually got to meet Joe. We had
Cool.
a Zoom meeting. It was very nice to meet him and learn more about all his stuff that he's doing. So, Joe, good to see you here. My real-time recap. So I did have, similar to you, when I was going to that hotel in Palm Beach, they must have had my picture up, but they said, welcome back, Mr. Turk. We've been expecting you. So I like that that's happening as well, right? And so I was like, whoa.
Coast to coast.
Very cool. It's a good touch, everyone. So if you can get your hotel to do it, it was very impressive. Not asking, have you stayed with us before? Right? They knew who was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But my real-time recap here is something unique. I like something unique, and I was kind of hating on it when I saw it announced. It's this place called Sky Coffee.
Okay.
It just opened up in my neighborhood. It is an airplane, a decommissioned airplane that they have dressed up as a coffee shop.
Okay.
And so you walk up into as if you're going off the the runway, tarmac up into the airplane. You order your food sitting in the seats. They give you a number, and then you walk out the airplane, and you sit down at cafe style on the grass, and it's beautiful. It was fun, and the food was delicious, and the service was great, and you just felt like something. I was like, man, this is really different. Someone took the time to imagine this up, figure out how to get a plane to sit here in the middle of my neighborhood on Biscayne Boulevard. And just really fun. So if you can check out Sky Coffee in Miami, their Instagram is pretty cool. It's a fun experience, and they were all very, very friendly. And it's packed every single day.
Of course it is.
Since, 2 weeks ago, and I've been twice already. So I enjoyed
Oh my gosh,
it.
I'm gonna have to
I kind of want to
check it
go
out
now after this to go get a coffee really quick.
So I take it the coffee's good too.
I'm a coffee snob. The coffee is very good. They're Buenos Aires based, and they have great sandwiches and empanadas and salads and juices and just a fun vibe.
Oh, so everything leads back to Buenos Aires is what we're learning here?
I think that's what it might be. It's all the signs. The Argentinians making great experience.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool though. I'm going to have to add that to my list when I'm in town.
Yes,
for sure.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. It's
That's
different, way unique and way different.
That's great. All right, why don't we get to our hospitality quote, because we're
over. Yeah, we're over, but it's a good one. So there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. That's Roger Staubach, and that was the famous quarterback, I think, of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I could not have told you that, but yes.
There you go. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile, which is true. Most people are not willing to put in that time and effort and consistency to get to that extra mile after the race is done.
And anything you do in life, there are times I've had a couple of instances where I was like, okay, I might have to fly somewhere to meet somebody to hopefully seal the deal on maybe something we're talking about, or just go that extra mile. And sometimes I'm like, oh, does this even make sense? Or somebody might be like, oh, why would you do that? Aren't you tired or this? And I was like, yeah, but you have to do what other people are not willing to do to get different results. And so this is what the extra mile is. A lot of people will be like, nah, I'm not going to go do that. I'm like, I'll hop on a plane, have a meeting, and turn around and come back, because most people won't do that. So that's that random example, but I love that quote.
No, it's a good one. But you're right. There's so many times where I didn't want to go to an event or go to that meeting or go to that breakfast, and then something else happened I didn't expect just by being there in that place.
Yeah.
So you got to make it happen. You never know what will go on.
Exactly. That's where the good stuff happens. Woo! Well, it was a good show. It was good to be back. Feel like I got.
Yeah, we flew through this. Man.
Stretch out.
Yeah. A little rusty, but I think we did pretty good. And I love that everyone joined us here today. John, Joe and Lonnie, and was it Christelle and Jeremy and David and all the other viewers out here. I love seeing you guys commenting and making sure that you're involved in the show. We always love seeing who's out there.
That we do. So very cool.
Until next week, should we all stay hospitable?
Yes, stay hospitable.
Want to stop juggling spreadsheets, calendars, and a dozen apps just to run your rentals? Logify makes it easy. It's an all-in-one toolkit for hosts. Build a direct booking website, automate guest messaging, and keep all your channels in sync. Running your rental business your way has never been simpler. And for Good Morning Hospitality listeners, you can get 20% off any yearly plan with code GMH20. Just check the link in the show notes to get started today.